gonna be Cece's medicine, but of course that's the last thing to arrive. So I'm very happy to say Cece has not needed her medicine for months. And at first I was hesitant to say it because I didn't want to jinx it, but I'm just so happy she has not had a pancreatitis flare up in months, and I'm just so happy. But this is just a refill of their snacks. Just food for dogs. I get the venison and the chicken. They're low in fat, and then joint supplements. This is for small dogs, so I have to give Hazel like a bunch of these. So I should just order some for her, so I'm not constantly repurchasing those. I got all the schools I'm actually interested in into an Excel sheet, and I'm so friggin' happy. Woo! And I was going to go ahead and start, you know, registering in the portal and all that, but I just got so overwhelmed because I was sitting still for so long this morning. I had to go. And then also I ordered pizza, and I shouldn't have because I feel icky now. I really want a smoothie, but I just don't have it in me to make one because my kitchen has been a wreck for an eternity. I just washed a lot of the dishes. I'm going to make a point to put those away tonight and wash the rest that's in the sink. Mostly just pots because I've been cooking so much lately. And then I'm gonna go stream after I give them this treat right here. I'm gonna put my hair up in a cute bun because I was like, I'm gonna skip today. I'm supposed to be streaming tonight, but I forgot I have trivia on Tuesdays, and I was like, I'll just skip. And I was like, no, let's not skip because we said we were locking in, and I don't know what locking in quite looks like yet for me, but I'm trying so friggin' hard. These don't feel easy to break at all. I like to break them up in little pieces for Cece. You can bend over and get it if you want. But I really am trying to lock in this last quarter of the year. Just so that I'm feeling fly, honestly, because I've been like up and down with like thriving. Like sometimes, like I'm really feeling the ebbs and flows of life. Truly. The past few years I keep saying, but like right now, feels honestly no different. It just kind of feels like, I think because the season is changing, and I always get like, I have depression, right? I have depression ain't got me. But seasonal depression is like a thing, and I get it every time the season changes. In the summer it just lingers longer. Like at least in the fall it's like a melancholy, so it's like a depression I'm okay feeling. But these are way too soft. I can't break them, and they smell like oatmeal. I mean, apple juice, apple sauce. Whoa. Okay. Here, Hazel. Yeah, they're not easy to break, and I don't want Cece to hurt her teeth. They're not hard, but they're just really like rubbery. It's weird. But somebody's doing their yard work now. There's never silence. Don't move into an old neighborhood, because there is no such thing as a break. But yeah, I want to go ahead and get cute to stream. That's what I'm about to do when I finish giving them their... Hazel is so cute. When I finish giving them their snack, I want her to come here so she can be in the frame. Here. She keeps her distance when we have treats. And I think that's interesting. And she has so many of Max's treats. Sometimes Max would sit back and just like watch while it's all happening because he knows I'll give him some. But sometimes people just pop up out of nowhere and steal somebody's snack. And I see that a lot with Hazel. She also sleeps like him. Like she will kick you. She doesn't care. And she has to be touching you. She cannot sleep if she's not touching you. She threw a hissy fit at like 4 this morning and jumped off the bed and got in her bed for like an hour and then got back up on the bed and pushed me off, like pushed me to the edge, because that's what she does. And yeah, so yeah, I have trivia on Tuesday nights. I need to switch up my Twitch. I'm trying to get the flow. Like I have a schedule right now and I just change it as I need to, But I think as the weeks go on, I'll see what works best for me. Sometimes my biggest dilemma is me trying to get everything going from the jump start. Like I just need to, I come up with something, and no matter how complicated it gets for me, I keep it until the point I burn out. I was listening to I don't know who it was I was listening to, but they were saying you don't swim against the current. Like that's not how it works, and so many of us are taught that. And yeah, especially as like an eldest daughter and someone whose parents weren't responsible. I take on way more than I have to, and it's not like a, oh, but they'll see how much they being society, everybody, whoever, they'll see how much I try, and I'm such a hard worker, and this is gonna get me far. That's not the mindset I'm in. It's just something I do. I don't know, it's just habit. And I've been breaking it, and streaming helps. Well, playing Animal Crossing and Sims help. I've started streaming because it's fun to talk to people. But it does overwhelm me sometimes, because if I stream in the middle of the day, there'll just be a few dudes not saying anything, like not replying to anything I say. So I'll like turn my camera off. I don't want to turn my camera on now, honestly. I want to just be there. But anyway, yeah, they've had their snack now. I feel content. I'm going to trivia tonight. I host trivia a few times a month at the place I go to, at the bar we have trivia at. Just another gig I do, but it's just really fun. That's why I do it. I prefer to play though. And let's see what else. Yeah, that's about it. I am streaming today. Actually, I want to close my office door, but I don't want Hazel to feel left out. I'm gonna close it. Okay, I hear her. Hey. Hey, girl. All right. Hey, Bookie. She's gonna go do whatever it is she does. Oh, she's on her couch. You see her? She's on the couch. But yeah, I stream Monday and Wednesday, and it's Wednesday today, is my schedule right now for Twitch streaming. I want to stream on all platforms, but right now I'm using Streamlabs, and it's $30 a month to do that, and that just seems like a ripoff. So I'm gonna try OBS, I think that's what it's called, which is pretty much what Streamlabs uses, but it's free. It just takes more time to set up. Just to test it out. But yeah, I'm doing Animal Crossing. I'm Cozy Vibes on Twitch. I have 12 followers right now. I streamed for the first time Monday, so yeah. Okay, let me play with this, because I wanted to try to record some stuff so I could also load it up to YouTube, since I don't plan to pay for, where is it? Since I don't plan to pay for, it's so dark. It's so dark. For the subscription, I need to close a lot of things out. Let me turn down my notification ringer and all that jazz. I could just turn it into, I hate this iOS 27. I hate it. Stupid. Okay. I have a vet appointment at 3. Yeah. So let me set an alarm for that, because I don't have an alarm for that. But my calendar was showing. We're just getting our nails cut. And, alright. I'm excited. I use my headphones just so I can hear myself a bit more. My island is rough. My island. I tried to get it somewhat into shape last night, but we'll have to see. My hands are so slippery now since I put lotion on. Okay. Okay. And I turned it on. Oh, here we go. I'm just trying to get everything set up. I'm gonna pull up Twitch too. I thought Twitch was already open. Hi. Oh, that looks so bad. I think it's getting darker. I've had 1,000,001 pimples on my face for like a week, and I've gotten to the point of bothering them, although I shouldn't. Okay, so here's the deal today. Let's rewind for a second. I have 8 minutes to spare, so this is okay. I can talk. The girls are here in the bed with me. Can you see? Yeah, and Hazel. So I went to Pilates last night, and I went for a hike earlier in the day. And a picnic. It was hiking. We walked. We didn't really hike, but we went for a short walk, and then we had a long picnic, and it was really nice with my friend, and it's just really sweet. And she went all out, and we ended up talking about religion and the changes in our religion since childhood. And as we're discussing all this, a priest walks by, and it was just so funny because it just it just felt like a joke. Like, it just felt, I don't know, it was funny. But and then I came home and I just passed out. Like, I fed the girls and passed out because I did not sleep the night before. Like, I slept maybe 3 hours the night before. And then I woke up and it was almost time for Pilates. It was our first time going to that class. I went with my new friend. And it was a bit of a challenge for us. Like, it wasn't a challenge for me because I've done Pilates, but it wasn't easy. Like, I didn't feel like, oh my God, I don't know if I can do this. But then we went to Chick-fil-A afterwards, and we just sat in there all night like teenagers, like from 7, yeah, it was like 7:40 until like 9 o'clock, and it just felt funny that we were doing that, but we were just tired. But she had a salad and I had their chicken wrap, and we were like, look at us eating like Pilates girls because we didn't get fried chicken like we wanted to. And I came home, played with my dogs. Hazel was a big baby yesterday because I didn't spend a lot of time at home, and when I was here I was asleep. I really need to wash my hair. I got braids 2 weeks ago, and I've been like avoiding washing my hair because I just don't want the frizz to take over. I was waiting for a hair steamer to come in, but then it's okay, Cece. My hair steamer came in, but it was missing a piece, so I had to return it. And anyway, I just wanted to have braids just to steam my hair for like 3 months and not have to worry about it because it's all already braided up, and just to, just be steamy this winter because my hair tends to get really dry in the winter. And anyway, so today I have no energy because the day before I got no sleep, and then I did like 2 workouts yesterday when I'm not even accustomed to doing a workout every single day, and I'm really behind. I'm starting my plan is and has always been to start a PhD program. I was kind of putting it off, just waiting, like to work industry long enough, but I've worked industry for about 10 years now, and I'm honestly over it. The industry I was in brand strategy, not so much marketing, but marketing just falls into it. My first 2 degrees are in, my first degree is in journalism, PR. The second one is mass communication. I focused on media analysis, particularly animal and gender representation, and meat representation, and my second master's is children's literature, and the focus is it's a small program. I'm in it right now, so it's like impossible to finish in 2 years. And I just told my teacher, hey, this is insane because I don't have time to be wasting. Like, this was like a fun thing for me. And y'all taking up too much of my time. This should have been like 1 year. I didn't get a certificate because schools don't fund certificates. You got to pay those out of pocket. And also, I wanted an extra master's. Like, everyone I know who is like well into their career, their academic career, has 2 masters. And that wasn't always the goal. It's just something that I fell into over the past year because of the job market. And also I just figured even if I didn't go directly immediately into a PhD, then I will have, I feel like I should have come cuter, but it's just raw because I'm exhausted. I will have 2 options for adjuncting. I can adjunct for an English department or a journalism department. And that's just more chances of getting jobs. Yeah, and so I was like, yeah, might as well, because you could totally make a career out of adjuncting. I would love to. It's just right now is a tough time for academia, and oh well. But it's a tough time for marketing too, both of my fields. So I'm just like, I don't know what to do. Except make my own money, which is what I've been doing. So yeah, today I'm focused on PhD programs because I applied to 3 schools last year. No, I applied to 2 last year. And I didn't get into either of them. I'm reapplying to both of those programs this year. I'm tweaking my letter of interest to be a lot more focused. I wish my committee had, I wish I had asked them to review. They all said it looked great. I think it looked great too. I was really excited about it, but I'm gonna narrow it down, like my ideas for research. And I really hate when you're applying to schools, you have to like send over your ideas. Nothing's patented, because you can't like own an idea. I think it just takes a while, something like that. Anyway, it's just annoying because I'm like feeding you all these ideas for research, and it's like, you don't have to let me in and pay for me to do it. You could just do it and get paid to do it. But that's today. Today I have a whole schedule. Of course it doesn't open with just one finger. I'm supposed to be starting in 1 minute, so I'm gonna stop talking now, but I got my whole schedule here. Got PhD applications right now. I'm gonna narrow it down to 6 schools I want to apply to, because I have like a whole list of schools that I'm interested in. My plan was to move to France or the UK, and then she came along and I choose her over Europe because they don't allow pits there, and that's wild. So we've been looking at Canada, but I think I want to stay in the US, just because I made so many new friends. I know I'll make new friends anywhere I go, but I just want to be able to like, well, Canada's close enough to home, but I think people would be more willing to come visit, and I think it'd be a lot easier for my parents to come visit, especially like the dog keep. Oh, it's just so funny because it's supposed to be me and my crew. Like, she is the crew now. She is part of the crew now, but it was supposed to be me, Max, Roxy, Cece, taking London, and it's just time, you know. But I visited London. I did a study abroad, and I really started heavily looking into and researching moving to London, moving to Europe, moving to England or Scotland with animals. It was just too much, because you miss a step, they can kill your dog, and I can't gamble that. Yeah, so I thought I was just gonna be moving by myself, and then Hazel knocked on the door. She literally knocked on the door, by the way. And then I'm gonna take a break at 10:30. It's 9 o'clock. It's 9:01 right now. So after I narrow down my search, I'm gonna take a break and go grab a matcha. I have matcha stuff here, but my kitchen has just been a mess for weeks, and I just can't. And I've noticed I can only be productive in one part. I can't do it all, and I think that's been the problem for years. I always try to do it all because I've always felt like I needed to do it all, but now I just, with grief, I feel like grief has taken up like a third of my life, if not more. And I just don't have the energy right now to, you know, do more. I'd rather do less. And so yeah, I'm gonna grab some lunch. I need to like grocery shop a little bit, honestly. I have a vacuum cleaner I need to return to the store because I don't want it. I bought a replica of what I used to have. Anyway, taking a break, feeding the dogs, all that. Then I'm gonna resume the applications by starting my portal, like, joining the portals if I haven't already, and beginning to tweak my letter of interest. And then I'm gonna take a break. I think it's a hard stop from all of this at 2 o'clock, and I want to stream Animal Crossing for Cozy Cozy. And then I'm going to clean up a little bit, prep dinner, just enough to navigate because things get out of place all the time. And then I'm going to submit grades because I am finally done with the semester. I had so many troublesome students this semester, like people who, I don't even want to get into it, but I had one student who had an attitude with me all the time. And I was like, I wasn't begging her, but I was just creating that paper trail of, and you also don't want students to fail just because they're stupid, but sometimes you also just don't care because these are adults. Like, not stupid as in mentally, I mean like just immature. And she's a little hissy fit with me. I'm like, who throws a hissy fit with their teachers? That's crazy. And so I was like, hey, I followed up a week later. I was like, are you submitting this or not? Because your grade has dropped from an A to a D because you missed an assignment, because you didn't communicate. It was a group assignment. She ignored me. And I guess what she thought was going to happen was she was going to pass the final. And she made a 70 on the final. And she realized, oh, well, that wasn't enough to help my grade. So it kept her at a D. And so I gave her partial credit, and it's just like, girl. And there was also extra credit opportunity too. She just skipped everything. And now she has a C. She could have had an A. Anyway, grades don't matter. All right, I'm already 4 minutes behind, so I'm gonna get going. I think I have a set of students who are not on fall break. Holy shit. That I need to check on. Yeah, we don't get fall break. So the school where I'm a teacher, we get fall break the school where I'm a student, we get fall break this year. Where I teach, there is no fall break. We have Thanksgiving break. They get a week off for Thanksgiving. School I'm a student at, we don't get a week off for Thanksgiving. We just get fall break. I don't know why. So I need to check on those students because I have some students in a class. I need a facial so bad. I'm breaking out so bad. I can't take it. I have students in a class. They seem to be like going fine. My like full term classes, I rarely have any issues. It's the like 9-week classes, 7-week classes that are an issue. Okay, I am feeling anxious because now I have to get up and go somewhere, like move. I ordered pizza and I feel nauseated, so I probably should not have ordered pizza. I want to go to the grocery store and get some stuff. I wanted sushi, but the sushi place this time of day, the one I like to go to. So I'm looking at schools I really want to go to. I'm also looking at fellowships that I really would like. Issue is, I think I'm just going to be a scholar my whole life, and that's totally fine. I keep feeling like I'm supposed to be in a cubicle because that's kind of what they tell us. And I'm like, actually, I'm supposed to do whatever the fuck I want. And I've been watching, every time I watch a movie, I've been watching a lot of stand-up lately. Every time I watch anything, I'm like, they're doing what the fuck they want. Well, I don't know these people, but that's an untraditional path. And I'm just tired. I feel like I got stuck in I need to wash my hair. Just because the frizz is beginning to come in anyway. But I was always taught I had to be the responsible one, actually, growing up. Like, I was the parent in my house, Like, I had a parent, but I was, the responsible one. I've always carried that weight. I'm the eldest daughter.
and I'm a Taurus. So I've always felt this need to carry it all. You know that song, Surface Pressure, from Encanto? That's me. And I'm just tired. I've had to put it down. And I feel like I put it down and I pick it up. And then since Max and Roxy have passed, it's like I put it down, and because I'm like enforcing this boundary, it's so dark everywhere. The systems around me, like the people around me, the job market, all of that, it's like they're trying to shove me back into the box that was built around me to keep the, you know, status quo, to keep everything regulated the way it was set, you know? Like in therapy, we describe it as a thermostat. Like whenever the house starts to change temperatures, the thermostat kicks in to either warm it up or cool it down to be at the temperature that it's set to be at. And I feel that a lot, and it's very stressful, especially when I'm like trying to make all these moves, and sometimes I feel like I'm going in circles, and it's hard to keep up with everything. Like I'm no longer cleaning the house. Sometimes I wish I had learned this sooner, but I didn't need it sooner. I was okay. I don't think I was totally okay constantly going, but it was a function I was able to navigate easily doing these things. I was used to it, and now I can't. And so I only have so much time for everything. Can you hear that water? Their fountain, it's making so much noise. Sometimes when Hazel drinks out of it, it goes haywire. So I don't know if it's like she's throwing off, like she drinks too much too fast and it can't keep up. Anyway, you probably can't even hear it, but I just feel overwhelmed right now, and I feel sad, and then the breaking out is not helping. I think it's birth control. I think I'm gonna just pull off because I just can't. But yeah, it's just a lot going on. I feel excited. I'm looking at fellowships. The thing is, I really want to live in a city that I want to be in. And that's the dilemma here, because there's some amazing programs, but they're in cities that I don't want to live in, or that I can't live in, like somewhere in Europe where Hazel can't go. So, but yeah, I'm taking my break now. I feel kind of guilty, but I have no need to feel guilty. I just feel guilty like I should hurry up and finish this now, but I'm like, you're so much further ahead than you were just an hour ago. Like really, I just pulled a bunch of schools that I would be interested in. And so now tonight I can like look at them all and like really decide on which ones I really want. And I'm gonna draft up, I'm just gonna tweak last year's letter of interest. And we're gonna go from there. But tomorrow's the 15th. I'm seeing that a lot of the deadlines for funding is either November 15th or December 1st. So I'm trying to get these to my committee so that they can go ahead and give me, you know, get their letters of recommendation. They can go ahead and write them. They've already written them up since last year, so I don't see them tweaking much. So, but yeah, I want you to stick to eating at home, but I also don't want to, because I just feel like I just need comfort today, because yesterday was a rough day, because Lil won't sleep. I know Hazel's looking at me. Her big old eye is open. I don't know if you can tell. She is so beautiful. Okay, it's 11. Lunch rush is about to start, so I'm gonna head on out. I'm just gonna sit here with her for 5 more minutes, because that's how long it takes
for her to need her second eye drop. And then I'm gonna have to make her get up. Oh, there she is. She's starting to sit up. Like, what do you want from me? Hi, baby. Hi. Hello. You just need some eye drops. Hello. It's 1 p.m. Cece. You gotta get on up. She's like, I don't want to get. She just collapsed into her blanket. Get up. She's knocked out. You better not be wiping your eye drops away. I had the weirdest dream last night that I was a lawyer. I'm gonna get down on the bed, the dog bed. My phone just hit me right in the back of the ankle and it hurt real bad. I had a dream that I worked like I was like a lawyer's assistant or something, and I had a big case. And then I had to go play golf with my mom and sister. And then we had a fancy dinner at the golf club. At the country club, but my sister wasn't at the dinner. And I had to rush back for a rehearsal for something, for a presentation. And I was running late. And I don't know what that was about, but I know growing up, every time I had rehearsal or like a performance, I'm always made it on time, like by call time, by the skin of my teeth, because my family's unorganized and I didn't have a car because I was a kid. But okay, so it's 1 o'clock. I've had a horrible headache all day. I woke up at 7 a.m. and I was like, I'm gonna hit the ground running this morning. I'm gonna take Hazel out. She just came in. I'm gonna take Hazel out. I'm gonna let Cece out. I'm gonna run to Target and get a bagel. Not a bagel, cream cheese for my bagels. And I'm gonna come home and I'll have a good breakfast. And I'm gonna fit in a workout too on top of walking Hazel. And I'm gonna be good to go and just completely done by 10 a.m. And I'm gonna be ready to start my day, like being productive. And no. So we woke up at 7. Hazel got back in the bed after she went outside. Both of them did. And then I should close that door because bees have been coming in the house. And then, so I got back in the bed with her. I didn't go to sleep. I just sat on the bed. I stretched a bit because I've been really tight since I went skating 2 weeks ago. I fell constantly. So every part of me was hurting for like a week. I got a hot stone massage, and I think that do massages detox? They have to. It's like deep tissue work. I just felt yucky for days, and then my head started hurting. This is like my period week. Head started hurting. It's chillier outside, so sinus drainage is like increased, and I'm just ugh. And it all hit me this morning anyway. So I was just trying to stretch and get myself together. Then Hazel decided at 8 o'clock she wanted to get up. 8:30 she wanted to get up. So we went for a walk, and it turned into a 40-minute walk, what I thought was gonna be like a 20-minute walk. And she dragged me the whole time. She's been being very naughty outside. Hey, Cece's like, I'm not getting up. I'm gonna have to make her get up. Anyway, then I ran to Target because I needed to return a vacuum. Our vacuum died. I had it for 5. I bought our vacuum like in 2020. I'm pretty sure. Maybe 2019. And it died. I used it for the last time a few weeks ago. And I could not get it working again, so I replaced it with the same vacuum cleaner, and I decided I don't want the same one. And I want to get a warranty on like a really good like Dyson or something. The guy at Target, me returning it, raised hell. And I was also hesitant in going to Target early in the morning because there's always like a bunch of homeless people out there. And it's something about me that people feel like I'm going to help them.
And it's just so stressful. And exactly that happened this morning. Try not to flash you. Exactly that happened. Like, some lady followed me to my parking spot, like, with her eyes. I saw her watching me, and she got her suitcase and tried to, like, rush over to me before I could pick up my suitcase and stuff and my vacuum, and go in the store to return it. Anyway, I got cream cheese, came back home. I just took my time walking around Target. I wanted to see the Halloween. Hey, time for eye drops. I wanted to see the Halloween stuff, but it just looked there. Like, nothing is satisfying anymore. I don't know if it's just me and everything I'm dealing with, so I'm not as easily satisfied as previously. I don't know, but I'm just kind of over everything. And I just feel like we got Halloween at home. Like, nothing was interesting me. And good girl. Look at you. You didn't even, like, fight me. Yeah, and now we are here. I got home, made my bagels. I was on the phone with my mom. She talked my ear off to the point where I think I stopped listening a bit, just because I was just, congestion. And I had some coffee. I thought I was gonna take a nap, but I ended up taking a shower. And now it's 1 o'clock. And I haven't started on any of my letters of interest for PhD programs today, but I'm about to do that right now after I get CC pottied. Like, take her out the potty, and then I'm gonna, sorry baby, I'm sorry. I'm gonna cook some chicken for them. So about 1:30, I give myself 20 minutes to do all that, and like to get the chicken in the oven. And then I'm going to just look through the schools I have, because I've narrowed it down to 6 schools. I'm gonna add a 7th, and I'm going to just go through and look at what my focus is going to be, because the letters of interest are going to be about the same for every school, just slightly tweaked. It's just so time consuming. And then after that, it's done. Then I can send my I'm gonna send that material to my committee, and then I'm going to send them the links. Like, after I send them the material, I'm gonna be like, hey, these are schools I'm applying to. Let me know if you're okay being a reference for all the schools, or if, you know, I need to, like, pull in other people for letters of recommendation. And yeah, then I'll be good to go. Hopefully all that's going by this Friday. It's Wednesday. You ready to go pee-pee? And I'm excited about it. I'm excited to be done with it, so I can actually focus on Max's mom and Cozy, which is what I've been trying to do for weeks. Sorry. Ugh, I couldn't pick you up because you are so fucking heavy. You're full of chicken. Look at my baby. Look at her. Her my baby. She's so cute. I know she really gotta pee. She hadn't been out since 7 this morning. Oh, sorry, baby. Sorry. I know it's bright. Cece has started doing this thing where she will start peeing before I even put her on the ground. I'm so glad she didn't do it right now, because that would have been horrible, because I was holding her close to me. Be careful. Be careful. Good girl. Be careful. So she sees, I've said it several times, but she sees out of this side, like halfway through. Or maybe not even quite halfway, but she sees well out of this side. Where's Hazel? Look at this dog. Hey, Hazel. Hi. Hey, girlie. I was so worried because I heard a bunch of clinking earlier. And I was like, I guess Hazel jumped. But she's just chilling. Alright, let's
Cece back in the house because she's not interested in being out here. This tripod is up. Here we go, girly. There we go. Oh. It's the witches' hats. There's a bunch of witches' hats right here. It scares both of them, like all the hats. Like Hazel avoids the Hazel avoids the shadow of the hats at night. It's so funny. All right, let me preheat the oven. Don't back up. You gonna fall out the door. Come on forward. All right, I can't talk and get my hands dirty. I picked up some chicken from Whole Foods for them. I'm gonna go ahead and clean it and freeze whatever we don't use. I want to get a rice cooker. I have this thing. I mean, I guess this is like a rice cooker. It's kind of a whatever cooker. Come on in. Come on. Come on in. Because I don't know what you want. You seem like you were just standing around out there like you didn't want to be up. You want me to put... No, I'm going to let you stand up for a minute so you can figure it out. There's a mosquito that has just attacked me. I'm feeling it now. But, I know what I was just talking about. I did Ziploc bags, by the way. So, that's not fun. But yeah, I gotta get going to clean up the thingamajigs. I thought this lady is walking around my neighborhood. There's one of my neighbors is always going for a walk in the evening. Like at around early 1, like it's 1:15. And I gotta turn this oven off. Lord, the gas. But she's a handful of papers today. There's a mosquito that has just destroyed me. I'm trying so hard not to scratch. I'm so tired of the bugs. I'm not looking forward to cleaning this chicken. I don't have Ziploc bags to put the remainder in, so that's not fun. I'm just gonna chop up this cucumber more so I can use the big bag because we got one big bag left. Gotta go grocery shopping this weekend. Cece's just back there like, okay. This is from breakfast this morning. Actually, let me just go ahead and chop the rest of the cucumber. Like, I want to make thinner slices because my bagel was good, but I had really thick slices of cucumber, and so it just kind of felt very cucumbery. I mean, I'm sure that has contributed to this, you know. So I try to make noise during the day, let her know it's day, and yeah. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get some gloves on. I need to redo their cabinet, the dog cabinet with all their stuff in it. I practiced guitar. I was trying to film myself. It died. The camera died like right when I started. I need to reorganize this cabinet. I haven't touched it in like 2 years, and it's just not in order, and I haven't wanted to put it in order. Honestly, I haven't wanted to touch it. I get really emotional when I look through it and see all the stuff in there. But it's something I need to do because I can't navigate it. Hey, Cece baby. Hi. Hi, girly, whirly. Hi. Where's Hazel? I just heard her. Hazel's getting hungry, so I know Cece's hungry. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and clean this chicken and cook it up. And then I'm gonna complete these letters of interest, I hope, because Lord. just finished streaming and I realized I have trivia tonight. So I was throwing some glowy sunscreen and lip balm, and I let the girls out. I don't know where she, oh, Cece's still here. I don't know where you went, girl. Hey, Bookie. Hi. Believe it or not, the kitchen looks way better than it did just a few hours ago. Dishes were everywhere. Thanks, Hazel. It's my ferns and my witch's hats. The ferns are starting to, I need to move them to the sunlight. The sun, all summer the sun is right there. And then in the fall, it goes to the backyard, which is crazy. Because I could really use the sun in the summer in the backyard. I've had this candle lit. I think this candle, the smell of it, it's making me sick. But it looks cute. Cece, I don't know what you want, but I'm gonna just let you roam. I'm very hungry. I ordered pizza, but I only ate like a few slices and then I got rid of it because I don't know, something about it was making me feel off. It's time to practice guitar. I haven't practiced in weeks. 3 weeks to be exact. 2 weeks. 2 weeks to be exact. Two or three. This is my notebook. I actually bought a stand and I haven't even opened it yet. So I'm gonna do that now. Set that up and then practice. Oh. This battery's about to die. I hate this camera with my whole heart. Seems like this has been opened before. Hazel, do you have to like be part of this? It's nice that it comes with a, I need to get a guitar bag actually so I can, and a wrap, or what am I trying to say? Like to wrap it on me. Oh, that scared me. It felt like fur. I don't know what that was about. Hazel, what are you doing? Jeesh. Stop. It's not edible. We're in here, Cece. Hey. Cece, we're over here. This thing is quite cheap. But hey, whatever works. Okay. And whoa, okay. Wait a minute. Okay. Okay. I just feel like a lot of this is unnecessary. Girl. Okay. Just got back from Ulta. I got a Starbucks. I'm gonna show you what I got from Ulta. It was so frustrating being there because something was wrong with my card because I haven't used it in like 2 years. Which is actually, no, that's not true because I used it the other day. I went in there because I got some, I tried Sacred and I really liked it. So I went and bought the rice water. I tried the kit that was shampoo, conditioner, leave-in lotion. I don't really use lotions. I'm trying not to use lotions on my hair anymore because they're just not hydrating enough. But look at Hazel. She's max in every way. I don't know if you saw her looking in my bag. Yeah. I was so flustered that, first of all, I wore this sweater. It's not super, I thought it was chilly outside. It feels chilly when you're in my backyard, but when you're actually walking around and the sun is hitting you, it's not. But I wore this sweater trying to be cozy with some jeans and some cozy socks and these cozy shoes. This is where I got my, no I didn't, no, these are Rothy's. And they're so adorable. I wore them to work when I was at that really toxic job. And it was like, it was the holiday season. It was like the week before Christmas. I'm sorry, Hazel. It was the week before Christmas. Nobody was there. And somebody was like, you're really cozy today. I look washed out today. But it's because I'm, please stop. Not wearing a bronzer that I usually use to warm up my face to match my body because my face is way paler than my body. Hazel, I'm very overwhelmed today. There's bugs in the house, flies. I got a drink. I haven't been to Starbucks in forever because that fly is like circling me. It's bothering me. So I just haven't. Hazel, please. I just feel like I don't get a moment. Like I did not sleep last night. I woke up, I slept, I think I already told you this, but I went to sleep at like 11:30 and woke up at 1:50. And I've been up since. Actually, no, I went back to bed at 5, woke up at 8. So, but it's just, oof. And when I got up, Hazel got up with me. I was just playing Animal Crossing and because I couldn't sleep. I was just really anxious. I just have so much on my mind. It's okay. I was hoping it would be like really good. I didn't eat the straw. The lid just grosses me out so much. Because they hand it to you like this. Anyway, the people behind me at Ulta, oh my God. They, you want to be in the frame? The people behind me at Ulta stood like probably a foot behind me. Who does that? And anytime I moved, they moved. I hate when people do that. I never know how to read that. Like, are you being mean and hateful? Or are you just rude and just oblivious? Or like, what is it? Because to me, it feels like you're trying to make me feel like I don't belong. That's how I feel. I don't know. But it's annoying because it's like, who lacks that much self-awareness? And I think the cashier saw me like looking at them like, what's wrong with you? Because it was just so annoying. And they were yapping too. They were on their way to the airport. And they were just yapping. Just telling their life story. And like right up on me. Any move I made, they moved. Like, I always, you know at Ulta, the cashier's over here. And you can, like, you have all the like little knickknacks you can look at. But there's always like at least probably like 6 feet. 10 feet away from somebody, you know. So I keep that distance because, I mean, nobody wants you all up on them, especially when you're typing in your social. Like, oh, I had to type in my social too because I hate that companies like have your social and stuff. Like, what a system we live in. But, because something's wrong with my card. Anyway, they're just all up on me. So I'm having to like turn the other way to type in my social and stuff. And it's just so annoying. Anyway, I don't want to talk about it anymore. The cashier was nice. So this is what I got. I don't like Ulta. I think I was telling you this morning just how much I hate Ulta. And everybody in there was rude, except the cashier. And there's one other lady who wasn't rude. But, when I walked in, no one said anything. It's just stuff I pay attention to in the store. So I just needed another foot file because I have two and that I've had for forever. When I say forever, I mean like a really long time. Like a long time. And one of them is what's that company? I feel like the CEO said something racist once and I just don't buy their stuff anymore. It starts with an R. Halle Berry used to be a spokesperson for it. Anyway, I have one of theirs, and it catches the dead skin, but the thing keeps popping off. I'm like, what's the point of you catching it if it just pops off? Then you end up with a bunch of like dead skin in one place on the floor, and it's just so, and fine, it's fine too, because it like really files it down. But anyway, I just needed another one. I'm tired of the ones I have. That one particularly. And then there's another one, no matter how much I clean it, I cannot undo the damage. My mom is calling me, but I just need a break real quick. So I'm gonna finish telling you this before I call her back. I went in for the Sacred rice packs because like I told you, I'm using the shampoo and conditioner. I hate packages that don't let you open them without ripping them open. But oh, this is neato. So I saw that they have a vessel you can use in it. I thought that was so witchy and cute.
But I'm good. I got my own stuff at home. It was $20 and I was like, nah, because this was like 50, I think. But yeah, this is cool. I'm excited to give this a go. But I tried it because the oud and the shampoo and the conditioner got me. Like when I turn my head, I smell it. I love it. And it's so strong too because, and the scent's not heavy, but what I mean by strong is I used my my blow dry spray by Kenra, the one that smells like coconut, and usually coconut scent takes over everything, and it could be the mixture of the two together that I'm smelling, but I think it's just the Sacred. Oh my gosh, it's so calming and I love it. Me and the cashier were talking about that, and then she said, do you like candles? They giving out free candles at the Ulta. But girl, don't ask me if I like it, just give it to me. Yeah, I smell the oud in it too. It's like oud and coconut. It says violet leaves, Haitian vetiver, oud, sandalwood, warm musk. Yeah, it smells subtle, but like it's cute jar. My hairstylist told me my hair is healthy and great, but it seems dry and that I should use some heavier products. Sacred doesn't seem heavy. I don't think it's for coarse hair. I don't know. Like Sacred and Pattern. Now Pattern may have changed, but I don't know. Like I tried the whole line when it first came out and it felt like it was for Tracy's hair texture, like looser curl, loose, not looser, loose curls. Like really fluffy, fine, almost silky hair. Not almost silky, but a silky curl, because she has that. From what I can see, and that's what it feels like Sacred is for. But I felt hydrated with Sacred. I didn't feel hydrated with Pattern. I haven't used Pattern lately though. But anyway, I want to try the protein treatment. But my stylist told me to try Joico or Amika. They don't sell that at Ulta, and I haven't been to Sephora in a while. But this is the leave-in, and it smells like it's for thick hair because it smells like grease. It smells like there's this warmth that takes over my nose. That's like petroleum is in it or something. I don't like that it's not filled up enough, and it didn't come with a cap or any plastic around it. None of them had them. Yeah, glycerin. I think it was the glycerin that made my nose feel warm. I don't know. There's so many ingredients, but I have the Sacred shampoo, but it's almost gone because it was like the sample size. I like it, but I'm gonna go back to my tried and true. Like this is the Shea Moisture Black Jamaican Castor Oil line, not aisle, is my go-to. I even have the deep conditioner in my bathroom, I'm pretty sure, and I stopped using it for a minute because it felt like it changed at one point. I don't know if it changed or if my hair changed, I don't know, but something was different. But this shampoo, it takes forever to get through it, and because a little bit goes a long way, and it's just so clarifying, and just I love it. I got some more of these because Hazel keeps stealing these, and she takes them to the, yes you do, she takes them to the backyard and I never see them again. She chews them up. And then I tried this I'm trying this airbrush Charlotte Tilbury setting spray because I'm all out of my Urban Decay, I forget what it's called, all-nighter. I've used that for the past few years. I just want to try a new one. Oh, and I got some honey pot because I'm telling you, I don't know if I've said it before, but I had a horrible yeast infection after I got COVID for the first time in 23, and I got it back to back, and it was horrible. And I ended up getting COVID ear, which is because I have sinus issues. I wasn't draining properly because I kept getting sick and there was mucus buildup, and so I had to do antibiotics for that. Those antibiotics caused a yeast infection, and then I had to do antibiotics for the yeast infection. So it's back-to-back virus, back-to-back antibiotics, it developed into the worst fucking yeast infection. I don't even know if I've ever had a yeast infection before that. Like, I'd always, you know, like if you eat too much sugar, you'll start smelling sweet. But I never had an itch or discharge, and I thought I was gonna fucking go insane, okay? Because nothing was, all they were doing was throwing more antibiotics at me, and I'm like, bro, this is what caused it. So I just doubled up on my probiotics taking. So I would take probiotics in the morning and at night. And then I just tried this just to stay, because you know you have yeast building up, and you don't want it to sit there, because that's what's causing the itch. And I tried this and the wipes, and it just changed my life, because I thought this is my life from now on, because it lasted way too long. Like I started getting irritated. Like I had COVID September, COVID in late November, then COVID here December, yeast infection late December. Started the antibiotics for the yeast infection. It got worse. So like, I don't think I resolved any of this till February, but it was like my body was just going through it for months. And then I read the side, and it says, I was suffering with bacterial vaginosis for 8 months when an ancestor came to me in a dream and gifted me with a vision to heal myself. With her help, I created the honey pot to solve for what pot. Whoa, with her help, there's no like commas. With her help, I created the honey pot to solve for what other brands wouldn't. Feminine care. Powered by herbs. Okay. And I'm like bathing as I'm reading this. And I'm like getting hopeful. And it worked. And I was like, oh my God. Thank God. Because it was horrible. So I'm just forever loyal to this. I like the unscented one. Yeah. That's what I got from Ulta. I'm gonna call my mama back now and then finish I'm gonna look over my letters of intent and update my CV and go ahead and alert my committee that, hey, y'all, let me know if you okay, because I got like 7 schools on this list. There are really 3 programs I really want. One of them's not in the country though, and I don't want to move that far away anymore. But 2 of them, the 2 in the country that I really want, oh my God, I really want them. There's one I really want, but it's in my second choice city. And then there's one that's in my first choice city that I would be very happy to be part of. So I applied to those 2 last year and did not get in. So I'm hoping that this year, because they see my name again, that, you know, I'll get in, have a higher chance. I'm excited. I really am excited. And I'm also excited to do a pedicure. I'm gonna try to do that. I don't know, my only focus for today is, I'm gonna light this candle actually while I do my emailing. And it does smell good. My focus for the rest of the day though is the PhD stuff. And I have therapy at 2 o'clock that I'm not looking forward to, because it's been I skipped last week. I've just been feeling really flaky lately. Like I don't know what it is, but I'm just feeling like I'm like becoming a hermit, which is why I was trying to get out of the house in the first place. But I'm going through it, and I'm trying not to. And it's not like I'm a complete hermit, because I had a picnic with a friend on Monday. And then I went to Pilates that night with another friend. And then we went out to eat afterwards. So I'm not a complete hermit. I've just been doing a lot of one-on-ones. But I just want to be out. You know what I'm saying? I want to get dressed and be out. Oh, actually the weekend before that, I went out skating. And then we went to this really cool bar. Okay, so I'm going out. I don't know what it is. I think I've just been like I I haven't been running from obligation. I'm just tired of it. Does that make sense? I've just carried so much my whole life. And grief is so strange because it's the most confusing thing. And it feels so familiar at the same time. And I don't know. It's just a lot. And I just honestly, like I think a few months ago I said to my therapist, I just want to grieve. Like I just want to grieve in peace. Like I'm tired of all of the changes in my life. And I feel like I've just been kind of like, I don't want to say I'm rebelling. I don't know what's going on, but I guess that's why I need to go to therapy today so we can talk about it. But I don't know. I don't feel like I'm avoidant. I just don't want to take on anything that I don't want to take on. I had to take that sip. I hate when people take sips in the middle of sentences, but I was about to cough up a storm. I don't know. I just feel, actually I know exactly why I feel this way, but yeah, I just feel like I need to be true to myself. True to your heart. Because I feel like for so long I have been just doing things. I've never been one to go along to get along. But I am, I've been seeing people do this a lot. I hate that shit. But I am an eldest daughter, and I feel like I've said that a lot. Like that comes with some shit. That comes with some trauma and some baggage. Especially when your parents aren't responsible. But also when they neglect, like responsible or not, they neglect you as a child. Like they think of you because if you're naturally responsible, like I was called mature a lot. No such thing as a mature child. But in comparison to my siblings, yes, but no such thing as a mature child. But you know, that was like my label, and the responsible one, and the one who will take care of it. And Karyn can do her homework, you know, on her own and stuff like that. And I say busy too, because I was in voice and I had a lot of performances. So I was never getting into trouble. I didn't really have time to spare growing up. And I think because I've been in that loop my whole life, I felt it, but it was also just my normal. And then when Max and Roxy left, I'm telling you, first of all, when I lost my job, it felt like things were spiraling, but in slow motion. And then when Roxy had when Cece was hospitalized for dehydration. And then like a month later, Roxy had a stroke and was hospitalized. It just felt like everything, I felt like I was like glitching. I can't explain, I don't know how to explain it, but I felt like I was in this loop. And there was like a stagger. And then when Max passed, oh my fucking God. Like my life just felt like, it felt like, if you're familiar with tarot, and I may have said this before here, but the 10 of Swords, I was already feeling that way. But when he died, it just felt like I'm here. I'm left for dead. I can't do anything. I can't get up. That's how I felt. Like before I was feeling like 10 of Wands. Like I'm just carrying a lot. I'm dragging. But it was like, I'm almost there. I don't know where there is, but I'm just gonna keep looking forward. Even though I'm dragging all this shit with me, and maybe I could put it down, and I don't know. Like, I don't know where I'm going, so I don't know how far it is. I don't know if I need to put stuff down or if I regret putting stuff down. Does that make sense? Like, what if you're almost there and you put shit down? You know what I mean? I mean, I guess you could just come back to get it, but we're not talking about actual things. We're talking about goals, you know, but responsibilities. But when he left, it felt, I don't like seeing when he left. When he passed, it was like everything froze, and I struggled so much, and I was still caring for Roxy too, and it was just And she became really depressed, and summer hit. And I'm always depressed in the summer. And I was just trying so hard, but I just felt like I was just down. I felt like I was locked. I felt like there was a house on top of me. And I don't know where I was going with all of this, but then when she passed, I have this grief series that I've been wanting to do, but it's just been, when I tell you, it's been back to back. Like, I thought I was going to start doing it in April, and then just so much shit took over all over again. But it's on my to-do list. So I reckon I will go ahead and get it going, because I need to talk about it, because grief is so fucking confusing. And then when you're experiencing a disenfranchised love, like loving a non-human, and people act like it's crazy for some reason to be in love with your animals, it makes things a lot harder, because you don't know who to talk to, so you try not to talk. I don't talk about it a lot out of protection of myself and out of keeping our love sacred, if that makes sense, because people can be incredibly dismissive. When Roxy passed, I just felt like, why would God do this? Like, take them both in 1 year? Why would God put me through everything I've been through the past 2 years back to back like that? Like, that's fucked up. Like, that's just how it felt. And I just felt, ooh, girl, I don't know what to tell you. But there was also like this sense of relief, because I was drowning. Because Roxy, she declined so much when Max passed. Like, I remember looking at her that day, and I could tell she knew he wasn't here, because the day before she was so chipper, because his back went out, so we had him in low places, so he was on the ground with her, and she was happy because somebody was down there with her. I just knew there was like an absence that she felt, and it just, the longer it went on without him being here, I could tell she just, it's not that she didn't care, because she never gave up. Like, she never stopped fighting. She never stopped wanting to be here, and that was the hardest fucking thing, you know, to make the decision to euthanize. But it was so much. It was so much on her, and it was so much on me. And I feel so selfish saying that, but I was drowning in grief. And, you know, I've always had anticipatory grief. If you have an animal, you have anticipatory grief. If you have parents, you know, you have anticipatory grief. But especially if you have animals, because they come and go so quickly. 15 years is not enough, you know? But her, like, they were already aging, so I was already feeling all this grief. I feel like I've been grieving since the moment I met them, though, because I'm just so in love with them. But then, you know, Roxy's stroke. Cece's hospitalization was like oh my God, like, their own, like, I already knew this, you know, but it's like, oh my God, like, there comes a point where you can't control anything anymore. There's always only so much you can control, but there becomes a point where you control even less, you know? And because it's just, you know, the circle of life. But Roxy's stroke, it was just so hard on me watching her, because she's such an independent dog, and watching her lose so many abilities. It was so much. And then Maxie passing, watching him hurt that day, and him passing, waking up to him passing, like my child, you know. And it's so fucking confusing. And then watching her grieve. We grieved together that summer, me and Roxy. And then when she passed, you know, it's just so confusing. And I became numb, and it took a minute. It took like a week or two. It took a few days for me to feel something. And then it took like a few weeks for it to set in. I feel like I was just I tried not to feel so much because I didn't have insurance, and I didn't want to break. I really didn't want to break. I needed a therapist. And then I started that horrible job. And with the pressure and the anxiety and the racism I felt there every single day, everything just came out. Everything came out, you know? And I have a really good therapist. But even with him, we had to have this talk of what my animals mean to me. Because at first it was like, oh no, like your animals died. And it's like, no. My animals died. You know, this isn't an all thing. We wouldn't say that if someone's mom or child died. So think that level, because I don't understand why it's so confusing, because someone is not human. People are not accustomed to their deaths being significant. I don't know. But it's a lot, and I've cared too much for so long, and I'm so fucking tired that I don't want to do anything that I don't want to do. I think that's where I was getting at with all of this. And that's rough during a recession to just, you know, be going through all this, and then money be on top of it all. But I really feel like when I tell you everything happens for a reason, I'm not talking about my animals at all with this. I hate when people say that shit about death. But when I look at the cycles of jobs I've been through and my career changes and my education and all that, I'm like, wow, I see how everything's leading up to where I'm supposed to be. And also I see how different events have led to me being privileged enough to, in a recession, do whatever the fuck I want to do. Not saying it's easy, I'm just saying I'm able to. And also, there's things going on right now that I can't even like discuss, nothing like career-wise or anything. But like I was mentioning before, the horrible job I worked and all the trauma I went through there. And I'm just saying, when in hindsight, I see why God may have placed me there, and it made me reflect even more on, like, for the privilege that follows that, and it made me reflect even more on just everything in life, all the ups and downs I've had, and what came after those, you know, those downs, what did those ups look like, and what got me to those ups, you know. And yeah, it's 11:35. I talked way more than I planned to. I'm gonna call my mom. This is like my favorite picture of them. If it even picks up, you don't see the whole picture, but it's me on the couch working, and all three of them are there. But it's Roxy's at my feet, so she's cut off in this picture. But I'm trying to get into the cozy hobbies, but it won't fucking get cold. And so I've been kind of just like, I have fall decorations up, kind of, but I need to go all out because we're already halfway through the month. I keep Halloween up throughout November. Like, harvest is Halloween for me. Like, I don't do scary, I do cozy, so it doesn't really matter. Like, the Halloween decor is up until like the second week of December, honestly. But sometimes I'll keep it up through December and just put a Christmas tree up with lights. Yeah, but all right, it's 11:30. I need to go ahead and review my stuff because I just want to, before therapy, Cece's still asleep. She doesn't get her drops till 1 though. I have so many good pictures of my dogs. I'm so excited for the projects I want to work on. It's been so hard, and sometimes when I look at videos of them, because for a long time for like a year, I couldn't look at a video of Max. But without it was just overwhelming. And now sometimes it doesn't feel foreign, but there's also this like distance I feel, and that makes me really sad. And so sometimes I'll avoid looking at the videos of them. But I want to scrapbook so badly. I want to make magazines. I've always wanted a Max's Mom magazine or like a newsletter, but I've just never had the space to do it because I'm always juggling so much. 10 of Wands. And I think that's what it is right now. I'm just trying to stop doing the things I don't fucking want to do. And I just pray that I'm blessed to, you know, continue being able to do that and without the worry of what's coming next financially in the back of my head. I've already washed my hair this week, so I have braids in. I don't think I've shown my braids. I'm gonna go after I show. So me and my braider could not figure it out. So it's 2 tones. It's actually 3 tones if you are really looking. But this was how, this is the color we were going for at first. Like a ashy, yeah, like just ash. And I was obsessed, right? Like when I saw it, I said, yas. Like this is yas. This is what I want. But then I was looking at it closely and I could tell where my